of Coursera. Let's hear what he has to say on the rise of AI. We've heard from the big game players in the world of AI. We need to embrace AI as an individual, as business, whether small or big, institutions of learning, etc., etc. Another rising technology is the blockchain tech. A few months ago, the Nigerian government approved blockchain technology policy in Nigeria. So blockchain is not something you should be scared of. Now, what is this blockchain technology that we'll be hearing about? Blockchain tech is a decentralized digital ledger system that records transactions across multiple computers in a way that is secure, transparent, and tamper-resistant. It was originally devised for digital currency Bitcoin, but its potential applications extends far beyond cryptocurrency. That is to say, blockchain tech is a decentralized, transparent, and secure way to keep track of transactions using a shared digital ledger. Blockchain technology has the potential to change supply chain management, secure digital identities, and streamline financial transactions, and so on and so forth. Now, why does this blockchain matter? Why does it matter? Blockchain matters more than we think. Here is an interview that involved Jack Ma, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, virtually conducted by Simple Learn 3 years ago on why blockchain matter. Let's watch this video together.
I think blockchain is going to be a very critical technology for the future development of the world. It's not only about financing. Blockchain technology is not about Bitcoins. Bitcoin is just a small function of the blockchain technology. I'm a strong believer of the blockchain technology.
The business world of the future, say 10 years from now, is going to run on smart contracts. It's going to run on strong encryption and on, peer-to-peer based consensus mechanisms. So the core technologies underlying blockchain are going to pervade everything, just like the internet has, just like object-oriented software has, right? No.
So the choice, when I talk to people, I said, what do you think will be here in 2040, approximately 22 years from now? Will gold still be here? Well, it's been here since eternity.
Well,
will the dollar be here?
Right.
I don't think so. And will blockchain be here? I think so.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient. The customers we're talking about aren't trying to be anonymous. They're willing to be known. So the Bitcoin technology is key, and you could add to it, or you could build a similar technology where there's enough attribution that people feel comfortable. This has nothing to do with terrorism or...
Where I see crypto as effectively as a replacement for cash, but not as a replacement as a primary. I do not see crypto being the primary database.
Like improving protocol scalability, working on the client implementations of things like proof of stake. Layer 2 systems, things like state channels and Plasma, could probably use a lot more smart people. On the application stuff, I guess you could always use more, but there's probably quite a lot more of that already.
Stay with us as we explore the endless possibilities of emerging tech and discuss how these innovations are shaping the future of various industries. Don't forget, you're watching ATN Tech on Atlantic Television Network. We'll be back after this break. Please stay with us.
So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN.
Welcome back to ATN Tech on Atlantic Television Network. Now to the rest of the show. We're looking at the second topic, which says tech tips. We'll be looking at some tech tips to help us improve our productivity. Next, we'll be sharing some insider secrets to help you make the most of your tech devices and services, whether you're looking to boost your productivity, enhance cybersecurity, or navigate the digital landscape safely. ATN Tech to use productivity apps. Take advantage of productivity apps to streamline your workflow and to help you stay organized. Popular options of these productivity apps include to-do list. Yes, to-do lists for task management. Then some of those productivity apps that we have that can help somebody to improve their productivity. Apart from to-do list, we also have
the Evernote or OneNote for note-taking. Then the other one is Slack or Microsoft Teams for team communication, Google Workspace, formerly G Suite for email, calendar, and document collaboration. Okay, so another tech tips that we have for you on this ATN Tech show is the use of keyboard shortcuts. Yes, learn keyboard shortcuts for your most used applications to save time and reduce reliance on the mouse. Now, we have some shortcuts that will help somebody to help you reduce your reliance on the way you use your mouse when using your computer. We have the Ctrl-C for those that is using the Windows. Yeah. Then for those that are using iOS devices or like a Mac, this thing, we also have, you can also use, you also have some command, which is the Command plus C to copy something. Yeah. Then we also have some other keys. What are some of all those shortcuts that we have? Before we talk about that, the most important is that a lot of people make use of system but do not know the functions of all these, how they can shortcut some of these things instead of going to file, straight down to copy and all the rest of them. But when you have this knowledge of all these shortcuts, it will be easier for you to flow with your workflow, with your workforce on a daily basis. Okay. Now we have one of it is a Ctrl-D, which is to duplicate. We have the Ctrl-C, as you said earlier on. We have the Ctrl-V. We have the Ctrl-B, Ctrl-I. So these are the shortcuts. So when you are familiar with all these shortcut keys, it helps you to facilitate your work on a daily basis. Yes, one of the benefits of using shortcut keys also, it helps you to save time. Yeah. It helps you to save time and energy. For instance, maybe you want to display your desktop. Maybe there's something there's something on your desktop. There's a file on your desktop that you need to use urgently. Instead of minimizing and closing so many applications on your system, you can simply use the shortcut Windows key plus D. You combine the two of them and it automatically displays your shortcut, your desktop for you. So these shortcut keys helps you to do so many things. We also have the Command plus V for those that are using iOS devices. Yeah. Command plus D, it helps you. Command plus V, it helps you to paste what you have copied. Then Command plus space, it helps you to spotlight and search for those that are using iOS devices. Yeah. Then for web browsers, for those, maybe you're browsing with Chrome, you're browsing with Mozilla, and you want to open a new tab, all you have to do is Ctrl plus T. You want to close the tab, you use Ctrl plus W. You want to switch in between tabs, you use Ctrl plus Tab. Yeah. Ctrl plus Tab itself, it helps you to switch between tabs instead of going to click, and sometimes your hands will be itching you and the rest. Heavy, yeah, so these shortcuts helps make our work easier. It helps make our work faster. So we continue with the rest. Now, the next tech tips that we have for you on this very ATN tech show is digital note-taking. And people don't take advantage of this digital note-taking. Yeah.
Yes, they don't fancy taking notes with their iPads, with their iOS devices, with their cell phones, and the rest. Take advantage of digital note-taking tools to capture your ideas, meeting notes, and important information. Even when you're in church, you can also make use of.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is that this note-taking is not something that you have to install into your system. It comes automatically with your Windows. Either you're using your Mac or you're using the Windows system. It's there automatically. So that is one good thing that's one of the benefits that we can make use of. So it's something that you have to, before you go out or probably in the office, you can just pop up these notes and then make the list of the things you need to do with for the day, and it will help you a lot. So rather than, gone are the days where you have to take a note and your notebook
everywhere.
and your pen and start
just your
jotting
iPad,
down.
you can move everywhere.
Yeah, so you just, instead of going around your note and then start thinking, okay, today I'll be going to, I'll be going for shopping mall, I'm going to shopping mall and all the rest of it. So, but with this, you can be able to flow while in the office because you have a notepad in your system that is now guiding you to flow with your daily routine.
Okay. And one of the advantage of taking notes digitally, what we mean by taking notes digitally, it means that using your iPad, using your cell phones to be able to jot down things instead of carrying jotter and biro everywhere. Yeah. Now, one of the benefits is that you can access it anyway and it helps you to organize it. Another thing that we have also is the Apple Note or Google Keeps. Apple Note, you know of Apple Note and Google Keeps?
Yeah, for quick and simple note taking on the go. So then you don't have to stress yourself going through the jotter and all the rest of that.
And remember, these note taking tools will also help you to access them from anywhere you are in the world. Just like I said earlier, somebody that is in the United States can access a note that he took in Nigeria. Somebody that is in London can access a note that he took in Dubai or anywhere. Yeah. Even if you forget your jotter at home, you can access. Even if you forget your iPad at home, with internet and another device, you can easily access those things that you took on that note that you forgot at home. Unlike when you are taking the note manually, the moment you forget your jotter at home,
that is the end of
that's the end of it. You have to start cracking your brain and the rest. So start taking notes digitally, start taking your notes on your devices, and some applications that can help you to do so is the Apple Note note-taking and the Google Keeps, Google note-taking. Those things helps you to assess your, what you've taken down, what you've jotted down from anywhere you are in the world. Now remember that we've told you that you should make use of shortcut keys, you should make use of note-taking, digital note-taking apps. Now the fourth one that we want you to, fourth tech and tips that we have for you on this ATN Tech show is stay organized with calendars and reminders. Yes, use digital calendars and reminders to stay on top of appointments, deadlines, and tasks. And some of these reminders and calendars that you can use is the Google Calendar, Microsoft Outlook Calendar, or Apple Calendar for scheduling and time management. Another one of the benefits of this Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, is that it helps you to schedule an event. It reminds you of a program you are supposed to attend. In the sense that you can just write maybe on the 14th of April or on the 14th of so day, you can just write, I'll be attending a wedding. And when that day reaches, it brings it up as a reminder for you. So set reminders on your smartphone or computer for important tasks and deadline using those applications, using those softwares that we've mentioned earlier. Now the fifth tech tips that we have for you is regular breaks and mindfulness. Take regular breaks to recharge and avoid burnout. Practice mindfulness techniques to stay focused and present. Use apps like Headspace or Calm for guided meditation and relaxation exercise. Take short breaks to stretch, to walk, or practice deep breathing exercise throughout the day. You will agree with me that most people, they work from morning to night. Their eyes will be glued to their computer. They won't even stand up to even take a break, to even walk around, and the rest.
Yeah, especially in this country, Nigeria, we are meant to work 24/7. We believe that you have to work throughout the day, in order for you to be able to achieve your goals. And so we find it difficult to go on a break. Even the organization settings, you find it difficult that the staff do go on break. But with this, even while you're working, you can as well set a time for yourself. Okay, maybe I'll go on break for like an hour or two, or an hour at most, at least 30 minutes break, and which will definitely help the body system.
Helps you to
relax. And then now it's within that 30 minutes also, you can as well, it helps you to rethink the things you've done for the past few hours, of the day. So it's something that it will really help us, especially here in this part of the world, especially in Africa, for us to have that in mind.
Okay. Implementing these tech tips can help you optimize your workflow, stay organized, and maximize your productivity all throughout the day. Let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we give you some future predictions about technology. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back. I'm still your host, and co-hosting this show with me is
Emmanuel.
Okay. Remember, we've dealt with emerging technologies and then tech tips. Finally, before we bring you the latest tech news happening in the world of tech, let's look at the future tech predictions. Let's gaze into the crystal ball and explore what the future holds for technology. We've gathered insights from leading tech experts who shared his predictions on the trends and innovations that will shape our digital future. Amazon Chief Technology Officer, Dr. Wena Voges, offers his insight on the technological advances on the horizon, from the culturally aware AI to the femtech to the evolution of tech education. Let's watch and hear what his predictions on what the future holds.
Throughout history, we built tools and systems to augment and amplify our own capabilities. And whether it was the printing press or the assembly line, these innovations allowed us to do more and faster. Jobs changed, new professions emerged, and people adapted. In the past year alone, the breakneck speed of development in cloud technologies and AI have touched practically every aspect of our life. In 2024, I see us moving faster than ever, and I have 4 predictions in areas that are accelerating their pace of innovation. For example, new large language models will learn from each other and better incorporate cultures from around the world. As a result, Gen AI will become culturally aware. Another change on the horizon is in femtech. This long overlooked industry will finally take off, thanks to increasing access to unique health data and advances in cloud technologies. AI coding assistants will continue to evolve into tireless collaborators, getting new developers up to speed faster and offloading senior engineers from undifferentiated heavy lifting. Last but not least, education will evolve to match the pace of change in technology, with industry-led programs leading the way. I'm always optimistic about technology's impact on society. Read more about my predictions at allthingsdistributed.com. Now, go build.
That was Amazon CTO, Chief Technological Officer, Dr. Wena. Don't forget, you are watching ATN Tech on Atlantic Television Network. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to ATN Tech on Atlantic Television Network. Now to the rest of our final segment of this show, the tech news.
Google has said that it has blocked over 5.5 billion adverts and suspended 12.7 million others for violating its policies. The search engine giant also said in a statement that it had removed adverts from over 2.1 billion pages. In a statement by Google, they said, in 2023, we blocked or removed over 5.5 billion ads, slightly up from the prior year, and 12.7 million advertiser accounts, nearly double from the previous year. Similarly, we work to protect advertisers and people by removing our ads. In the case where we find errors, use it to improve our system, they said. Over 100 academic papers written using artificial intelligence. Many research papers published across various academic journals were likely written. Journalism sites reveal that AI-generated papers are being published in academic journals, which has raised the question of the impact of AI-powered tools on academia as a whole. FG partners US firm on cloud technology. The Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation has inked